Ah, testing, testing. Ugh. All right, we're good. We good in this bit. Jeez Louise. Wow. Wow. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. Ugh. Yo, what up, Eclipse, bro? What's good, dog? What up, Falker? What up, dog? Ugh. I haven't been working on it too much, Eclipse. What up, Mizzou? I haven't been working on it too much. I can show you it. I have two personal projects that I've been working on a little bit. Um, so I can show you one real quick. Um, if you want to see it, but I haven't been working on it lately just because I've been doing work for other people. So that's kind of like been taking it up a bit, I think. So yeah. Let me see real quick though. Is it just me or is Roblox Studio down? I'm in studio right now, so maybe restart your studio. I don't know. So here we'll see this real quick. So this is what I got so far. For this is one of the personal projects. The other one is still like in the very beginning stages. Like I don't really have anything to show, so. But this one I feel like is pretty polished though. And this is pretty much it. Now a lot of back end is done. I just have to connect it to the front end. I'm gonna also redo these buttons. I don't know if you guys can tell. I can tell this button is smaller than all the others. That's because this image was over like outside of the boundaries, and so now this one doesn't look like the rest. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to just save each individual like background by itself, then the image by itself. Then I'm gonna go in, put a scale on this. Am I sharing my shit? Alright. Oh, am I like... Alright. So I'm gonna go in and then put I'm gonna go in, so each one will turn into an image label, which is the background you see. Then in the side is gonna be the icon and then a text label. And that'll make it look a lot, I mean, better. Like, really, this is the only one that's, like, out of place. So, and that's just because of the image I used is weird, and it has, like, this upper part of it, which, you know, I don't know. Whatever. But that's pretty much the game right now, bro. That's, like, one of my personal projects right now. UI looks good. Thanks, bro. Works now. For some reason, I kept disconnecting. Damn, bro. It's just like, it's unbox, feed, and upgrade. So there's 3 things you can do in it. You can unbox, you can feed, and then you can also upgrade. The feeding mechanics are not in yet, but that's like so simple. I'm not worried about that. So I would have to do the feed mechanics, and then I would have to do the upgrade mechanics, and then I would connect everything else and all that. So like most of the game is done. It's like 60% of the way there. It's just connecting and then, like, you know, finishing off the rest of the mechanics. Yeah. Can I gamble? You're funny. No, I'm not gonna have any gambling in this. I'm not gonna do any gambling in any of my personal projects. Yeah, to be honest, I just don't like it, and it's not needed. It's really not needed. And I personally don't care about the extra you make from it. Like, I'm not that greedy. So yeah. And I don't even think that, yeah, I don't really indulge in greed anyway, so. But yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. So I don't know if I'm gonna, what the fuck, my fucking chair just fell down. I don't know when I'm gonna finish it though. I just like took a little break on it and I've been doing other shit, so. It is a cool little project though. But, you know, let me see if I can, like, share my screen to where I'm not, like, also showing everything, maybe. Like, y'all can't even see that, can you? Funny. What? What the hell? There you go. What the fuck am I doing, dude? Alright. Alright, bro. There. Now people are like, can't say you can show your screen. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. Oh shit. Crap, dude. Yo, what's good, bro? I'm gonna turn on the cam in a second, bro. I'm gonna get my Celsius real quick. Unity? That's cool, bro. I didn't like it. I've only dabbled, but I didn't like it when I dabbled, so. But that's cool if you like it, bro. Do your thing, shit. Complicated as shit. Nah, you're just not used to it, bro. You'd be good. Just takes time. There's an adjustment period. Let your brain adapt. It's the same thing as Roblox, bro. It's the same thing as Roblox, just different UI and like a few differences, you know, but it's really the same thing. So don't trip. Don't trip. Forgot what I was doing. That's right. I think I remember now. Yeah, I remember now. Thank God. Holy shit. Alright. Let me read the code. This is somebody else's project, so I don't want it to be readable, really. Not really, at least. I want to make it a little bit visible, though, but not to where you can like blatantly read everything. Because this is somebody else's project, so I don't want to like dox the project. What am I making? It's a zombie game. Zombie game for somebody. Enhancing the screen right now so I can rip it. You're stupid, bro. Dude, some of this code's probably... You'd probably look at me if I'm goofy as fuck. I'll share this little part. I just like, dude, I forgot the way I was doing this in another project. And I didn't have this issue before. And then I realized that I may have been duplicating the events. So I'm gonna get rid of all the windows other than this window. Close. Fuck. I'll just close out the old-fashioned way with the X. Alright, so this little part here is like kind of goofy, but I just don't care because it's gonna work anyways, and so I'm just like, fuck it. As long as I'm making the connections for these, it'll be fine. So, yeah. But here's how I'm doing the events in the module. And like, you know, goofy as it is, it's like whatever. Can you guys read that? Can you guys read that? Bro, why are you stealing someone else's project? I'm not. You are my goat, no glazing. Thanks, bro. I've been getting better at coding because of your content. Wow, awesome, dude. Love that. No, typed remote on the client just waits for child anyways. Does it? No, Malachi, when I... But if I... So when I did this before, like, let's say I got rid of this if his server, and I just had this, right? I had two of the same remotes. Like, there was two of them. There was two of each, you know what I mean? Because I would require on the client and then require on the server, and it just would make two of them, bro. So I don't know if that was like... I don't know why it was doing that, but I noticed that in one of my projects, and I was like, what the hell? So that's why I did all this. So yeah. Or did I, or was that like not a thing? It should not do that unless maybe you're using parallel Lua U. What is parallel Lua U? 6-7 creature? What? Hold on. Thank you, dude. Love that. Bro said that with no emotion. Bro, I can't help it, dude. I'm just like that sometimes. I'll tell you what I felt, SK. I felt appreciation. So, you know. Then you're not. I don't know why it is doing that. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It just was doing it in a project. So I just did this instead. But this works. So like, since this works, do I just keep it? Since this works, do I just keep it or what? I'm running out of ideas then. What suggestion you want, Crockpot? Bro, I can't create a number. What? Give me a suggestion on what creature should I make on Spore and I'll send it on Discord. Oh. What creature? Like, what are we talking about? Like, any creature? Bomb burrito cappuccino monster. Dude, stop with the brain rots. Eclipse. Right, I think so too. I think so too, Malachi, but I would rather not do it this way. This looks weird and jank. Like I don't personally like this. And then I do this because if I use it up here, it's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, which I'm not yet in this one, but you know, you guys know. But it does feel, it is weird to me though, and it's not like I want to do it. You know what I mean? I just saw that issue one time, and I was like, well, I don't want that, because that's not good. So I don't know, bro. I just don't care enough to, like, figure it out. On the client, it waits for child. I don't know why there was two. Yeah, it just happened once, and I just noticed it once. Because there was... I only noticed it one time. So I don't know... I don't know, bro. It could have been something else, but as soon as I just got rid of that, it was working. So I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I don't know, bro. Could it be that I didn't do the Wally type thing? I don't think that would be it, but that would, like, not make sense at all to me. But, I don't think I did the Wally types for that project. Yeah, exactly. That, like, wouldn't even make sense. Was it the same library? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. What you want me to make mythological? Make a... make that, like, man horse or something. Like the man... What's that? What are those things called? A centaur or some shit? Make a centaur. Yeah, I think this works. I'm just gonna try it. I mean, I'll just have it for now. Like, it's nothing. We'll see. I'll recreate the problem I had. And then when I get to it, I'll fix it. But yeah, I only had that issue once, so I don't know why. Like, I didn't have that issue before. Like, I've been doing just this with the, you know, not doing the if is server shit. You know what I mean? It's whatever though, I don't care. Like, it's like stuff like that, I just don't, like, I personally don't want to spend the time to figure out. I just don't care. Like, I just want to move on and, like, get the game out and get it working and stuff. The only reason I can think of it, that code running twice on the server, but most of the time that's pretty hard to do accidentally. Interesting. What if I required it from multiple servers, but again, when I took it out, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, no, that wouldn't make... Like, not multiple servers, multiple scripts. Sorry, server scripts. But, that wouldn't make sense, though, because when I took it out... like when I did the if is server nonsense, it fixed it, so that wouldn't make sense. Nah, module scripts only one runs. Yeah. The only, yeah. All right. Well, what was I doing, dude? Oh yeah, connections. Now for this, I actually have a question, bro. I was just thinking about this, and I just personally, like I said, I don't care about this stuff, so I'm just gonna move along with the project and get it working anyway. But say I have a character added connection. Then I have a child added under the character. Should I place that in like a maid? Or like should I do cleanup on that of sorts? Or does Roblox automatically clean up when a character gets removed? That's what I'm thinking. It does it not? Because I'm just thinking about that. Must have been a ghost. What? Yeah, I'm thinking about that, bro. Character added. You know, I thought for a long time that Roblox cleans up those connections, but I saw in a Roblox article on the docs they cleaned up those connections. I don't know. I want to say they... I don't even need this to be a connection. I'm fucking retarded for that. Character added. And then we're going to do the child added on the character model. I want to say they do. That would be the dumbest memory leak ever. Would it not? Oh, they clean them manually. Okay. I don't know. I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll do connection. Connection equals, you know, character dot child added connect function child. And then, so yeah, we'll just do that. And then in the player dot character removing connect function, and then we're just gonna clean it up, I guess. So yeah. So if connection, then connection disconnect connection equals nil. Is that a proper cleanup? Malachi, you might actually know this, bro, because you just love going over this stuff. Is that a proper cleanup? Connection disconnect connection equals nil. They do some weird shit here. All right, let me check it out. Let me read these chats real quick. When instance got destroyed, connections got clean. When instance got destroyed, connections got clean. That's what I think, right? I can't read the screen. Well, it's just this, Malachi. It's just this. It's literally just this. Like, that's all I'm doing. Let me go to the article. You can see the screen, bro. Come on, dude. Alright, let me check out this article, bro. What am I looking at here? Fuck, I think I missed it. I like scrolled past it or something. Okay. Wait, player added character removing task defer character destroy character. What is happening right now? Why do they do this? Why do they do this? Connection equals nil is not necessary. I I don't know. I just do it as a like a safety thing, bro. And I started doing that years ago. I can't remember why, so now I just do it. So I don't know. I just do it like just to be safe. The nil part. Cause like I just want to get rid of the reference, right? So that's how you like really, you know, like in classes, that's how you're getting rid of. That's how you're cleaning up the class. You're getting rid of that reference completely. They're doing it, force destroy it a frame after the character is removed, player is removed, so connections get clean. But I thought it was already called. Interesting. I mean, if they're doing it on the docs, so if I did this, I don't need to do the disconnect for the connection, basically. And I don't need to make it a variable either, right? That's what you're saying? I could just do this? Like, screw it? Yeah, okay. I'll just do that then. I mean, if Roblox is doing it on the docs, bro, like, let's just do that. And that's a lot simpler. If it works. What up, zombie? A griffin? I said a centaur, bro. Like a half man, half horse. Oh, okay. Might try to do some other music.
I promise I'll come back and visit you now and then.
Could you make it now and
I feel like that's gonna get copyrighted. Like, why does video game music get copyrighted, bro?
I
I don't understand. How much scripting for one grocery trip? Fuck if I know, bro. Shit, with the way groceries have been costing, 10 hours probably. Fuck. Groceries have been crazy lately, and like I need a lot of protein and like calories, bro. Like it's really crazy. You'd have to eat like eggs or some shit. Somebody might look at this code, some of it, and be like, what the fuck are you doing? But shit, it works for me though. Shit, works for me. Oh man, I still really need to use that. I'm still using Dirt Monster's keybind util because I haven't had any issues with it, so why not? Like, it saves me the time in making my own. There's really no point. I just need to see what game I used it on last. I think this one. I like it better than Context Action Service, honestly. It's just so much easier. I can't remember where it is though. Oh, I didn't use it on here. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. I'm using tool.activated on here. So there was no point. I could do the same for this actually. I will do the same for this. Yeah, that's cool. Context Action Services being sunset? Sunset? What? Sunset. You know what I just thought of? That task.defer, bro. I still don't fully understand that. Like, all I know about it is it waits to the next frame, but like when to use it in actual game play, I have no freaking idea. I've never used it. I just don't understand when to use it or not to use it. I just never use it. Like one use for it? What was that, bro? What'd you use for it? Multi-threading. Why? What did you... Like, what was going on? I am... There we go. I'm like losing train of thought for some reason. Okay, so this is child dot activated. Child dot activated. Dot activated. Connect function. Okay. Awesome. And then if weapon connection. If weapon connection, then we're gonna disconnect that. We're gonna disconnect that. Disconnect equals no. Awesome. Do you destroy the connection or do you just disconnect it? Don't you just disconnect it? Just thought of that. I was creating instances and modifying it right away, so I use task.defer, wait 1 cycle after. Got you. Interesting. I mean, if you have a little code snippet and you want to post it, I wouldn't mind taking a gander. But at the same time, if you don't feel like it, I don't care. If I don't feel like you should do it. What up, Gabe? What up, bro? I wonder if I would use it here. I'm just gonna do it just to see, and I'll test it later to see if it like actually makes a difference. But what can happen sometimes in what I'm doing is like I'm pretty certain that the child added can run before the child remove, and if I'm disconnecting the activated connection, then you know what I'm saying, like that can maybe be an issue. So maybe I can use task.defer here. I have no idea, but I'm just gonna try it anyway and see what happens, honestly. It's like, screw it. Like, I'll test it all later. I mean, it's not gonna be an issue if it's stupid. Like, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? It's nothing, like, all you do is just take it out, the task.defer. But I've noticed that that can maybe happen because, yeah, I think so at least. Because if I'm disconnecting, if, you know what I mean, like, yeah. Or, I can actually do this. This fixes it. Maybe I can test. I prefer that. Yeah, we'll see if that is. We'll find a way to use it. We'll find a way to use it. This might be so stupid, but whatever. I'm gonna try it. So what I'm doing is, if a new weapon's being equipped, I'm gonna have a variable is equipping is true, and then that way child removed will get ran, but it's not gonna run if is equipping. So if not is equipping, then it's gonna actually handle getting rid of the connection. So yeah, I think that's like fine. It's like whatever. I don't see how that wouldn't be good. Doing good. Yo, I know this guy. Doing good, bro. Awesome, bro. You know who? Finished creating it. Gonna send it. Awesome. Wait, do you have a Discord? Yeah, links are in the description, bro. You can join the server and send it in there if you want in creations. And then I'll do weapons config. Alright. Now I'll do... Now I don't need to have this, actually. I can get rid of that. That's so awesome, bro. I fucking love Roblox sometimes. I just love, like, certain stuff that they set up for developers. It's pretty cool, actually. And then there's the stuff that's like, what are we doing? What is it? Config? Wait for child. Weapons. Local config. Wait for child. Config. Yeah, sure, bro. What is this, bro? What is this software? Bro's trying not to laugh. What's this software, bro? What is this? Nah, what is this software? Spore the game? Spore? Spore? What? This, you know what's crazy? I don't understand that. Oh, okay, I see now. Alright, I just wanted to look at something. Alright, Spore? Spore game. This is crazy. Is this what platform is this? Is it Steam? Oh wow. Interesting. Interesting. What is this? Like, what can you do with this? Is it classic? It's a standalone. It's standalone. You're like 80. How do you not know Spore? Oh, that's crazy. 8. Sinners. Yo, what up, Sinners? Spore is a classic. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I've never, I don't know. I've never heard of that shit. It's mixing and matching monster stuff and playing as it. Okay. This shit looks cool as fuck, honestly. Like, that's kind of crazy.
I created Labubu, this beautiful but deeply disturbing creature that looks like a fusion between an Ewok and a bunny, with gremlin teeth and the vibe of a squirrel on way too much caffeine. I wanted something adorable. Now I sleep with one eye open. Let's see how it turned out. Oh god.
Holy shit.
Now, what should I make next? So, I created Labubu, this beautiful but deeply disturbing creature that looks like a fusion between an Ewok and a bunny, with gremlin teeth and the vibe of a squirrel on way too much caffeine. I wanted something adorable. Now I sleep with one eye open. Let's see how it turned out.
That's crazy. I've never seen that. Watching a Spore gameplay, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Oh god.
That's wild. If you could download these as 3D models though, that would be insane. That'd be crazy. Like, what the hell is this model, bruh? That shit looks insane. That's just crazy looking. He has too busy going to drive in movie theaters, be at home. Wait, what? Rate Centaur. The Centaur, honestly, bro, it's like a 7 out of 10, bro. It's like a 7 out of 10, bro. 7.5 out of 10. It's like 6, 7 out of 10, bro. It's like 6, 7 out of 10, bro. That like 6, 7 out of 10, bro. 6, 7 out of 10, bro. Dude, this guy, bro. You're creating a game that is unique is gonna work like a story missions game or a game that's not on Roblox yet. I don't know what game you're making that. Wait, what? If you're creating a game that is unique, it's gonna work. Are you talking about
Now, what
Spore?
should I make next?
Lethal Company Mon.
So, I created Labubu, this beautiful.
Yeah, please, bro. They're really sick looking. They look awesome. Make a oh, in Roblox? Wait, what? Oh, I'm making a zombie game. I'm making a zombie game. For somebody. This is like not my game. So that's why the screen is like super small so you can't like see shit. But you can see that I'm doing shit. Cool, cool. I love tools and like activated. You don't need to do any of that context action serving, input action serving. What should you make? Make Mickey Mouse, half Mickey Mouse, half half Mickey Mouse, half dinosaur, half T-Rex, half T-Rex. Make a Mickey Mouse T-Rex, bro. That's what I got for you. Anything's possible. Anything is possible, bro. What's TIMV mean? I don't even know what you're saying, Gabe, honestly. Did you want to see that game, My Personal Project? Is that what you were saying? I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I'm so lazy on it, bro. I'm so lazy on it. Can't finish it, dude. Untitled Unboxed. Listen to it every stream at least. It's the stream music. Like, I don't actually listen to it if I'm not streaming. But, I mean, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game by far. It's always going to be #1 for me. So, you know, like, I could literally listen to the music forever and not get tired of it. I mean, I might get a little tired of it, but I would just find more Kingdom Hearts music to listen to. You know? So, yeah. The game idea is important. I don't know. Hold on a second, though. I should make 2 streams, bro. Or 2 scenes? Scenes is it called? Alright. So this is the game. Kingdom Hearts 2 Music Win. Well, I do the no copyright. If I do like the actual music, it's gonna... So this is like the personal project that's like 60% of the way done. The other personal project is still like very, very early on. But the other personal project won't take that long, to be honest. This one is gonna take me maybe 2 more weeks of like focus work. But yeah, so I mean, it's pretty cool, dude. A lot of it's already done that you're not seeing. It's just not connected, like visually. Like the pets and events and daily rewards and stuff. Like you can't see this, but it's going on in the background. But yeah, I don't know. I like this. I called this one Untitled Unbox Game. I was actually gonna release it as that and just do like cubes with different auras on them and shit and different colors and like, you know, like you could get a completely different cube every time. And yeah, that's what I was really gonna do, and just have it be like where you can get you unbox the cube, you can upgrade the cube, and you can feed it eventually. You can feed the cube to like change it or morph it or something, you know what I mean? It was just gonna be literally cubes. Like, just because I was like, fuck it. And so, yeah. And I think that it would kind of be cool. Like, I think people would even like cubes, dude. Like, literally. I think that would actually be lit. Just little cubes. But yeah. That's like the only project right now I could show you that I've been working on. Let me create a new scene, dude. Okay. Alright. Dope. You have to be the first of that category, like the first Roblox Bed Wars. You should finish this, not gonna lie. Do you like it, Eclipse? Add cube monsters that attack your pets, and only your pets can die or attack, not you attack. If the pet dies, you lose something. Interesting. Monsters from Left 4 Dead. Interesting. Monsters from Left 4 Dead. Like, just the zombies? Alright, made it. Did you make it? Did you post it? Oh, you didn't post it yet. You didn't post it yet, Zombified. Not yet. Got you. Interesting. Interesting. Monsters that attack your cubes. I mean, that would change the game completely, though. Like, it would be a completely different game at that point. But what you're saying, I think, sounds interesting. For like a different game, though. Like, this one would just be like a really decent, polished simulator that's basic also as hell, like for the like just cubes, like, oh, it's cubes, but it's like super polished and it looks good and it's like fun, you know. I thought that would be like it, because it would be an untitled game, right? So it'd be like, you know what I mean? I think it's dope. I think it's dope. But yeah. I'm like losing train of thought. I just finished like this little part I was doing, and now I'm like losing, like, I don't know what I was supposed to do next. Real ones are still waiting for Grow Grandma's hair to release. Yeah, bro. That's just never gonna release probably, I'm not gonna lie. It's unfinished. And I just don't feel like finishing it, to be honest. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I want to feel, when I release my next game, I want to feel proud about it, confident about it. I want both of those things. I don't want to just feel like, oh, this could work. This is actually really fun for a certain demographic, like those match-based I was doing. I just want to feel confident in it, the success of it. That's what it is, really. So, and grow grandma's hair, I feel like confident in it, but I'm not like super into it, you know. Unbox and feed, or just untitled unbox game where it's like quality game with simple, you know, whatever. That seems more interesting to me. Like, that's a more interesting project that I'm more happy with. Gag is awesomely bad. Yeah. Sent Mickey Rex is crazy. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mickey Rex is beautiful, bro. Good job, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, Mickey Rex is awesome, dude. Good job. I totally forgot what I was doing. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do this because I'm a fucking boss. And we're gonna do weapons, activate weapon, fire. We're just gonna do all that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, cool. Weapons are kind of coming together. Weapons are kind of coming together. Yeah. Gotta go. Alright, bro. Peace out, Zombified. By the way, can you like download them? Oh, that's funny. If you could download them, that'd be lit. Because it's really just, it looks like a soft version of Blender, bro. That's why I was like, oh, this is a game? That's interesting. You're literally just like modeling stuff. How much would you charge to finish up a game in that situation? Like, what do you mean? In what situation, bro? Yes, from other people to put on your Spore on Spore official site. Interesting. Alright, peace out, Zombified. I mean, AC, how I operate is just I work off hourly. And I don't say that I work off hourly. What I usually say is, you know, we'll come up with a weekly, like, what's your weekly budget of what you would want to spend on this project, and depending on your budget, this is how many hours I'm willing to put on the project. So depending on your budget and your project, and if I feel how much I really feel like doing it or not, is how much this is how many hours I'll put towards it. You know what I mean? And oftentimes I'll get budgets of like $100 to $200 a week, and so I'm really only working like 8 to 10 hours a week on the projects, really. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's chill. It's just hard to find because people are like, they're stuck. Like, this community just kind of sucks for finding stuff. Like, we can go over some right now, actually. I haven't really been reaching out at all in like this last week. I haven't really looked at any because it's annoying, bro, because like sometimes you get these really immature responses, and it's just like, it's really annoying to like filter that out for me. Look at this. This one says payment $1,600 per task, percentage 1%. Are we dead ass? Then it says payment and timeline. The total budget is 14 through 1800 based on experience. Duration 2 to 3 weeks estimated, 30 through 50 hours. So this guy has no idea what he's talking about. Roblox plugin dev, building AI powered plugins. I mean, this guy's just kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But it's posts like this. So like, what I might reach out to this guy, but there's a lot of red flags in this post that are making me like, what are you doing? I just can already tell you might not be the person I'd want to work with. And so I'll like just scroll on. I don't really care. But this is a number I'm looking for, right? Like anything over 1,000 draws my interest. But then I'll still like read some of the stuff going on, because you'll oftentimes find a lot of red flags in just the post itself. So, you know, that's how I do it. But I'll hit this guy up and be like, you know, if I'm interested, I'll hit this guy up and be like, I'll commit to this if you can do weekly payments. You know what I mean? So we would, you know, talk about what your weekly budget would be, and then we would agree upon a weekly payment, and then this is how many hours I'm willing to put towards it until completion. And that's how it usually works, right? And so what's the incentive? Talent Hub is ass. Talent Hub is ass. Yeah, I'm never getting into commissions because I'm just starting out and don't have the capital to back it. What do you mean capital to back it? Back what? Engine launch speed. Oh, you're still talking about that other game, Gabe? Oh, I see what you're saying. Got you. Okay, we were on a different conversation then, or I guess different perspectives of the conversation. But yeah, yeah, so that's pretty much it, bro. That's pretty much it, bro. But you know, if you can rack up, I mean, like multiple commissions, you can be getting paid good weekly, but it's just racking up those multiple commissions, right? And then keeping them, and then keeping enough, you know, work to really make decent money out of it. And that's the thing, right? Is there's a lack of opportunity. There's a lack of that. because people always want to pay per task or they don't got the budget. And what I find is it's just like, I can tell if somebody doesn't have the budget or they just don't want to do weekly payments. And so I can really tell that fairly quickly in the conversation. And then what I've gotten recently, like from more than one person, is they've like made up an excuse, like, oh, we looked at your code and it was terrible. Like, bro, just why are you egoing? Like, just tell me you can't afford me, bro. Like, dead ass. Like, what are we talking about? You're posting in hidden devs. Like, it's hidden devs, bro. What are we talking about here? So, yeah. Because I have code I have, like, hella code. And, like, okay, a lot of it is not my best. Most of it's like not my best, and it's like not anything serious as in like I wouldn't have coded this same thing had I been working for a company, right? Like it was quick, it was put together fast, there were some sacrifices made in quality, so it's like, you know, but it's by any means not bad. So I don't know, but yeah, people will say that just to kind of ego out, just so they can feel big, and instead of the real reason being they can't afford weekly payments or they don't trust weekly payments. It's just like, you know what I mean? And then I've gotten some other like responses where somebody was like, what were they saying? And it like, dude, it made me like, it actually like hit my ego a fair bit. I got super annoyed by it. But they were like telling me that I had no idea what I was talking about. I became disinterested in the project quickly after the communication started because of the way I noticed they were communicating. But they were wrong in something that they were going over, and I was trying to be helpful and correct them. And then they started saying that I don't know what I have no idea what I was talking about, and that I'm a bad programmer because of it. And I was just like, bro. I was honestly like, you know, that one really blew me away. I was like, are you actually serious right now? Like, you can't be for real. Because I was literally just like, I didn't even want to work with them anymore. I was literally just sitting there trying to be helpful. And they were just like egoing out so hard, bro. And that's why I'm not like out here like really doing it every day, like looking for work every day, because it's just like, it's exhausting in this community, dude. It's really exhausting. So I'll just do it like once a week, once every 2 weeks. I'll just like ball out, hardcore focus on it for a few days, find some work, and then just like leave it, you know. Well, I mean, you grow your capital doing commissions yourself. That's what I did. Ice Age 2030. Adios, amigos. All right, Gabe. I have no idea what you're talking about, though, Gabe. Ice Age for 2040. Like, what are we talking about? I'm too burnt to do commissions. I'm like I'm writing like 1 line per week on my own thing already. Damn, 1 line per week is crazy. Too lazy to not be poor. Got you. Okay. Honestly, the best people I work with were from referrals. That's cool. Yeah, I don't have any referrals going on. I don't really care about referrals. If you can get referrals, dude, good on you, bro. Good on you, honestly. If only I can code, but not coding. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm just like looking through this stuff. I haven't looked in a while. So this is like another one I would probably hit up. I mean, the payment is $700, so it's a $700 budget to build what? Looking for experienced scripters for a volleyball game. Okay, so he has scripters, plural, and the budget is $700. So this is not one I would hit up. Because that's terrible. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be getting paid that much. Probably less than $1 an hour, really think about it. So this one says 500 per task. And it's like, dude, like, a lot of these posts have their maximum budget as the payment, but they'll say per task or per week or something like that, or monthly, and it's not. So they're like false advertising what it is, and it's like really annoying. And I think Hidden Devs would be a much better server if it actually had genuine moderation. Not moderation. Moderation? Is it moderation? If it had genuine moderation. Am I saying that right? Is moderation two different words? If they moderated it better, it would be a much better server. But they don't moderate it at all. And it's just like a weird server. It's like really weird a lot of the time, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. I've seen some weird ass shit in there, dude. And that's why I don't really like go in there. I'm like rarely in there. And it's only when I see maybe like less than a handful of people that I've known throughout the years developing. You know what I mean? But yeah. It's still very rare that I go in there. So there's like no good posts right now, and that's like what you're gonna get to. Like most of the posts are just nothing worth going over, dude. See, this one says $500 monthly. So it's like, okay, but then it says full-time position. Applicants must be 18. And then it's just like, okay, well, that's good that they're seeking 18-year-olds. If I see a post that says that looks for people 13 plus, 16 plus, that to me is a red flag. Because that's weird. Why are you doing business with people that are minors? Like, why are you doing business with kids? So I just don't even reply to those if I see that in there. So seeing that they're asking for people 18 plus is good. But full-time work for $500 a month? No. I'm good on that. 2 hours per day. So now this is another red flag in the requirements, able to dedicate 2 hours per day. No. Nah. It's just goofy. But 2 hours a day isn't 2 hours a day also isn't full time. But when they're looking for that, what that tells me, able to dedicate 2 hours a day, what that tells me that they're really wanting is constant communication. And it's like, bro, you're not paying for constant communication. Like, you're paying for communication maybe 1 day a week. So what are we talking about here? And so like that's a red flag, right? So they're basically asking you to be like a dedicated task monkey that's going to get paid less than $1 an hour. And so, you know, you just kind of got to dissect the post or whatever. Row devs? Hell no, I've not tried row devs. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, that Discord's ass cheek as hell. I don't even think I'm in there, bro. Yeah, pretty sure I'm not even in there. Yeah, that server's ass. Because it's by that YouTuber. I don't even know his name. Too lazy to implement everything. Got it. When AI gets good enough. I mean, it already is kind of good enough, but I would say that you would still want to know what you're doing to get it started. But like Corsair, I don't know if you used that. I spoke with a software engineer about Corsair, and he says that it's increased his productivity for his company like 20x. So, yeah, Cursor or whatever. Oh, this post is ass. So this guy's been posting for months. I reached out to this guy before, and he didn't want to do weekly, and he had the budget, but he just didn't want to do weekly. He just didn't want to do weekly. That's really what it was. Just didn't want to do weekly. And it's like, I told him, I was like, bro, you're gonna end up finding somebody, the way you're operating, because you're only doing paper tasks, you're gonna find somebody who is gonna fuck your shit up, dude. He's gonna fuck up your work. He's gonna cost you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. So it's like, whatever, dude. Some people you just can't convince that, like, it would be better if you did this weekly type of system for somebody that's worked for multiple companies on the platform. You know, you'd be better off doing that than your per task BS that you're gonna get a bunch of code that's useless at the end of the day because it's spaghetti, it's not organized, it's going to cause issues down the road in so many different ways. So yeah, there's like no posts I'm looking at right now though that are even like catching my eye. They're all dog shit. They're all dog shit. I mean, this one's per monthly, 600 monthly. And I don't like why they use their little company name, because you know it's probably not an LLC. This one says LLC, so maybe it is. Maybe it is. You know, maybe it is LLC. This one actually is interesting. I'm actually gonna reach out to this guy. This one's interesting. But this is like the only one that I've seen today that's like worth reaching out to. Some free usage per month. Say that again? There's a free option? What free option for what? Oh yeah, cursor it does cost money, doesn't it? Yeah, I remember that now. And this is what I do. I just copy and paste the first message. Let me find one though that I sent. I have no fucking idea. Where is it, bruh? I can't find it. Can't find a person I hit up. I think this might be one. This might be one, but he's not. He hasn't hit me back up. Oh yeah, this is one. And so I just copy and paste the little message I send him. And that is what it is, bro. And it's a little message basically saying, you know, I'd commit if we can do weekly payments. This is my experience. Here's a reference of me. And then just like let me know. I keep it very casual. So yeah. AI ain't too informed on Louis U. Well, Cursor adapts, so I don't know if it's machine learning, but Cursor adapts. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he accepts the deal. We'll see. I mean, yeah, that'd be lit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't care at the same time. But yeah. Yeah, Cursor like learns as you go though. That's why it like increases productivity so much, because it starts coding the way you would code on its own. And yeah, it like starts doing a lot of predictive behavior, I think that's what it is. If that makes sense. Bro, Twitch is so weird sometimes. Fresh drop for Arc Raiders. Have you guys played Arc Raiders yet, bro? Oh, the Twitch chat isn't working, dude. I knew it. I knew the Twitch chat was not working. Why is the screen so small? When did this guy send this? Probably forever ago. Beastie Plays. It's because of whatchamacallit. 2 minutes ago? Oh, got you. Yeah, I don't. The screen's small because this isn't. This is another project. This is somebody else's work that I'm coding on, and I'm showing code, and so like I don't want people to just read it. I haven't asked him for permission to show it, and I don't really care about asking, so I'm not just gonna show it. It's just out of, you know, I guess, respect for, you know what I mean? Respect for him, I guess. Would you take this? Let me check. I'll click on that 1 second, Eclipse. I'm gonna try to fix the Twitch chat showing up. I thought it was like messed up because I was like, I know I get some type of situations on Twitch sometimes. I don't know how to. They changed the UI completely for this streamer bot. I don't know how to change. I don't know how to integrations. I don't think it's integrations, nah. Platforms, Twitch, broadcaster account, login, authorize. All right, if you can, if anybody's in the Twitch chat, can you comment for me? If not, it's whatever. I don't really care, but it would be nice to see if it works. There we go. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I wasn't logged in on the thing, so thanks, Beastie. Do I use OOP? I do use OOP, but it's a simulation of OOP. But I do not use metatables or classes in Roblox because you don't get automatic types with the with doing so. So what I'll do is I'll show you kind of, I can go over my code a little bit for you if you want and show you what I'm doing. So this is what I'm doing right here. So I use modules. So I have a modules folder, and so all of my logic is in the modules. What up, G-Dine? All of my logic is in the modules. Like most of the game logic is in the modules. And then I just have client scripts that handle the client side and local and server scripts that handle the server side for all of my modules, right? And sometimes like the animation module doesn't get a server one, it's just not needed, right? But for tool, I have a tool manager on the server and a tool controller on the client. And so what this is doing is like saying here, like, you know, so something like this, like I connect to this like event, damage box event, right? And then I'm using my boxes module to deal damage. So the tool and the boxes module are kind of like making those connections on those server scripts, right? But the core logic of each is in the modules, and so that's kind of how I'm organizing my code. And then the classes, or the object oriented, you could say, is like right here, right? So I just have actors per player. So I have keys. I'm using keys. Is that a good one? Okay, right here we'll do damage box, for example. Well, this unique key is the identifier for that specific box. You know what I mean? So it is technically OOP, right? But it's not the more traditional way of doing it, which is classes, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'm just simulating classes basically with unique keys, if that makes sense. So yeah. What are you using the actors for? So actors are what I call NPCs. I don't like writing out NPC in code and then NPCs as well. It just doesn't look right, and it just looks like weird letters. So I call it NPCs actors. Normal modules too, bet, bro. Yeah, I really don't understand why everyone is obsessed with metatables and stuff. I mean, they're cool. They're really cool. It's just now that now that IntelliSense has become such a big part of everybody's workflow, and just you want to use it because it's so Puppets, that's a good, you know, whatever works for you. Puppets is good. I like that. But yeah, now that just IntelliSense is so good, and it's just makes your workflow so much smoother, you want to stay away from classes for that reason. That's the only thing I can really say about classes that I would say are just like you would want to, that's why you'd want to stay away from them, other than the fact of they're really, they can get very messy and very silly. And you know, when you start having classes inside of classes inside of classes, it's just like, why are we doing this? There's no need for it, and it just makes it a hassle to kind of manage. So I mean, that's just how I see it. I'm like hearing myself. Why am I hearing myself? Oh, it's the, I have the volume turned on. Okay. The way it should have been done, so you can use the class in another script. Oh, okay. Awesome. I think I did a lot already for today. To be honest, I feel like I did at least. Comfort streamer. Oh, that's a huge ass compliment. That's lit. That makes me almost emotional, bro. I'm feeling teary-eyed inside. I don't really have a comfort streamer. Thanks for the follow, Beastie. Does dash dash equal type of? That's like a way to declare to declare a type for something, I think. And it's like, there's something about the double colon at the end that's like, this is for sure what it is. It can't be anything else or something like that. I don't really know what the double colons at the end. I don't really know the real difference between the double colons at the end or the single colons after the local variable, to be honest. It like declares it, like it declares that that's what it is, right? But I don't know. Like I said, you also declare it with the single colons after the variable name, so it's like I don't really know the difference. There's a difference though, but I don't know. And I don't really overthink that stuff. Like I use types, but I don't really use them too much. Like I've noticed that, like I was just overusing it to kind of understand it, right? And I was overusing it to see where it made sense to have it. And I just, after a bit, I just kind of like noticed like, well, I don't think this really matters so much. So it's like, it didn't really improve my workflow when I like was super crazy about my types. I just do types now for like the main stuff, you know, like arguments and if you're returning something and stuff like that. But I don't use them excessively anymore. I was using them excessively to see if it made a difference, and it just didn't. I think right now I'm just gonna write bad code that works barely. All right. Yeah, do your thing, bro. Shit. Do your thing, man. I mean, dude, writing good code is just having an understanding of good practices and then having an understanding of like a general standard of naming conventions, and like I don't know what to call it, like how the code is laid out, kind of. I don't know the terminology for that, but yeah. I'm tired of trying to write good code and not seeing things go anywhere. Yeah, I feel you, bro. ChatGPT. I don't get it though. Annotate variable. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Out of the base plate? I don't think I'm a perfectionist, but I definitely have a way I set things up, and I don't stray away from that, or I try not to. But I'm not a perfectionist, no. I just make sure that I have certain practices that I'm doing to keep long-term workflow smooth, right? Because it's very easy to create long-term chaos. And what I mean by that is you're working on a project, things are going good until they're not, because you didn't do simple things that are not time consuming to do. So it takes really no extra amount of time to do these things or operate this way. And it takes no yeah, it just doesn't, right? So you make sure you're doing these things during your work from the beginning, and you save yourself down the road. I mean, dude, when I worked for the company Carta, I saved them hundreds of thousands of dollars by putting in an entire like workflow process for the programmers and version control, and I taught everybody version control and then taught everybody how to use GitHub to manage projects and all this other stuff, right? And I had this whole layout in place so that the workflow on the projects they were doing was efficient. And because what they had been doing before was completely inefficient, and there's no way they would have met the deadlines while I was there. So yeah. Yeah, I mean it was a startup, right? So I mean these guys don't know anything, right? So, and the programmers they had hired were like self-taught devs that were bragging about being a manager at Staples. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, what are we doing? Yeah. And they were also very weird. They were very weird, bro. Those people at car, every single person that worked there was a gigantic weirdo. The weirdest person I've ever met in the industry, bro. Insane. Insane. You got to be a little weird to do Roblox full time. Um, I don't think so, bro. I think you can literally do it for as a job. I don't think you have to, I don't think being a Roblox dev is inherently makes you weird. Nah, I get it though. I know how to use GitHub, but I'm too stubborn to learn all the packages and stuff, so I just stick to Studio. Um, it it literally only takes like 3 days or more, like 3 days or like a week max to get comfortable AC using like Visual Studio Code. GitHub is a little bit different. I would say maybe a couple weeks on top of, you know. Um, but I still tell people drop whatever it is you're doing right now. If you don't know Visual Studio Code, pick that up real quick. Literally only takes a few days to get used to it, and it's gonna after that it's gonna make your experience like 10 times better. And then pick up GitHub and just have a basic understanding of version control and using GitHub. And that just knowing that and how to use that on a project is gonna make you a 10 times better programmer. So it's like I tell people, drop everything you're doing. If you don't know these things yet, do these things now, because you are going to save yourself so much time, and you're going to be so better when working on any project. So yeah. Just some plugins and a text editor. I mean, you're undervaluing it a lot. It's not just. It really increases productivity and efficiency on a project, dude. It really does. So after more reading, will error if the wrong type and tell you, but won't tell you and will still run. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Very interesting. I don't even have that many plugins. I have themes that I like, and then I have like Rojo, and then I have like the Lua U language server, so the LSP or whatever. If that's what you call it, I don't fucking know. So I don't know anything about terminologies. I don't know, dude. I just do my shit, baby. I tried the original Monster yesterday, 0 sugar. Can't do any of that added sugar bullshit. And that shit tasted disgusting as hell. I don't know how Monster has been around for so long. I don't know what they're doing over there, but that shit tasted like a Four Loko. And I was like, what the heck is this? Who would ever want to drink a Four Loko? People that drink Four Locos don't want to actually drink Four Locos, bro. That is crazy. If you drink Four Locos, you are... I have to say, bro, if you drink Four Locos, that's got to be like some of the most degenerate activity is to drink a Four Loko. That is great. Them shits are disgusting. Them shits are disgusting, bruh. Crazy. And that's exactly what the original Monster tastes like. Cause I was like, I tried a Monster the other day, bro, and it was the white one. So I don't know what flavor it was. I didn't really look. It was just an energy drink, and it just had no sugar. I was like, fuck it. And it actually tasted good. And I was like, oh shit. And then I tasted the original flavor, and I'm like, I'm never having Monster again. This is poison. This has to be poison. There's no way that an energy drink tastes like a Four Loko and it's not getting me drunk. That is insane. Amazing. Wow. Wow. Jesus Christ, dude. That's actually insane. That's degenerate activity right there, bro. Do you know what a Four Loko is, Eclipse? Come on, bro. You know what a Four Loko is, bro. I know you know what a Four Loko is, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, Beastie played, bro. You need to stop drinking that, bro. You need to stop drinking those, bro. Do not drink Monsters anymore, bro. Please. Please stay away from Monsters. Please, bro. It is poison. It's poison. Drink Celsius. I looked up on ChatGPT earlier, and it said Celsius was the most trusted right now energy drink that you can get, which I find to be interesting because Celsius is going through a lot of lawsuits. And then I also looked it up, and I was like, well, what about the lawsuits? And there was a lawsuit. There was like, nah, I don't know about a lawsuit, but there was like claims that it had like toxic levels of cyanide in it. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? But that was like proven false, I think. That's great. You drink Four Locos, bro? Like, are you dead ass? That is disgusting. Red Bull is better. Dude, I don't drink Red Bulls either though because I read the article. I read an article that a guy, or not a read an article. Did I read an article? Or did somebody tell me the story? There was an article involved. I don't know. Anyways, there was this guy who like died from a heart attack, and it was because he had thick, the what they found out was that his blood was thick, and that's probably what caused it. And they were like, well, why could his blood have been thick? And the only thing they pointed towards it was him having drank multiple cans of Red Bull every single day for years. Like they said, 2 to 3 cans a day. So I don't fucking know. But ever since I saw that, I was like, I'm staying away from that. Don't care if it's true or not. I don't even want to take a risk. And Red Bull doesn't taste that good. Like Red Bull's good, but it's like, let's keep it a buck. Celsius tastes better. Like Celsius tastes like an energy drink that's not poison. That's what Celsius tastes like. Used to. I thought it still would. I don't know if they would change that. There was an article there was an article involved, AC. And yeah, I did, but we're just now talking about it again. You know what I mean? Like people brought it up again, or we're talking about it again. So yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, fuck Red Bull, bro. Like, gives you wings. I'm sure it does. It makes sense now. It makes sense now why that became their slogan. I'm sure it does give you wings. Alright, I think I might actually call it. Like I did a fair bit on this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude. Yeah, this is almost done here. This is like at a good state. This is at a good state, I feel like, right now. It just needs to be like implemented and tested. Yeah, I think it just needs to be tested, really. Cool, 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 bro. All right. All right, Eclipse. All right, bro. Have a good day, bro. If I'm tired, I'm tired. No energy drinks. That's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta have that caffeine, I guess. It just really helps me focus and stuff, dude. Caffeine just really helps me. It's just really helpful, honestly. Build up a tolerance to caffeine? I mean, you build up a tolerance to anything, don't you? But I don't know. Like, I really can't say. That's why I save it for when I really need them. Yeah, I feel you. It's a good question. Yeah, I just have no idea, bro. I guess. I mean, honestly, I don't no idea, bro. Like I think you're being dramatic because I still drink caffeine and I'll get the jitters real quick, you know? Like I don't really build a tolerance to it, not gonna lie. Like I've not ever noticed building a tolerance to caffeine. Like I don't need to drink more ever. So yeah. I'm not saying building a tolerance to caffeine is not a thing, but for me it's not. I'm always a lightweight with caffeine. Always a lightweight with caffeine. I'm gonna be right back, bro. I just don't know, man. I'm thinking about doing devlogs, but I don't know if I should do devlogs or not, really. I just like, I don't know how I would do them. And it's just like a matter of, well, I'm never thinking about taking clips of me working on projects. So like, would it be stupid if I just did a simple devlog? Like just like, oh, here's my project I'm working on, show it, go over it, have my thoughts on it. Like I just don't know if like that's what people want to see or if they want to see like a fully decked out edited video. But are you as wired as you were the first time you had caffeine? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I've never ever had an issue with a tolerance to caffeine, bro. Like I'll get fucking the jitters so fast still, like to this day. You can just walk through your thought process. You think so? Is that what people like? I don't know, bro. I feel like people want to see like those edited ones. Like those get so much views. And I feel like I don't want to edit videos and I just would make it not edited. It devlog is explaining. What up, Samuel? That's what a devlog is, explaining what you do. Yeah, but a not edited one, you know? Like, is that gonna be entertaining? Like, is that what people want? Like, would they care about a not edited devlog? Maybe we can watch some together real quick, bro. You wanna watch a devlog with me, AC? Right, but to do that, I would like want to have clips, no? No. I would never do that. Come on, bro. Do I look like the type of dude? Do I look like the type of dude? I mean, be honest. Do I look like the type of dude that would do that? Come on. That, bro, we talked about this yesterday. That's my cat blowing bubbles in the sink. We literally talked about this yesterday. My cat likes to blow bubbles in the sink, and you can hear it from this room. People watch devlogs to keep up an entertaining game. So you want to watch? Let's watch them together, bro. Let's watch them together. All right, I'm gonna look up a devlog real quick. That's the sound. Yeah, it is the cat, bro. Like da-da, da-da, da-da. All right. Roblox devlog. Should we look up? I don't want to do Roblox devlogs. They're so corny and cringe, bro. Let's look up an actual indie devlog. Let's do that. I'm sure your cat loves to cough like a human. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Come on, dude. All right, guys. I'll let you guys pick. You guys can pick which one. For those who want to watch this with me, you guys can pick, bro. Which one we watch? Fuck. All right. So there's this one 2 months ago. This is kind of cool. After releasing my indie game, Paper Clay. This is an indie game. This game looks sick. I actually want to watch this. I actually saw this game and I was gonna get it for my daughter. It looks sick. And I'm still wanting to get it for my daughter.
Here's how I saved my game from burning.
Thanks, bro. I really mean that. Or that means a lot to me. Thanks, dude. Fuck. I really appreciate that, dude. Have a good day, Samuel.
To the ground right after release. After a few days of relaxing and celebrating, I noticed some reviews on Steam were complaining. I was riding high at 92% positive reviews, and Sunday morning, during the first weekend, I was down at 87%.
Ban you from the chat.
I started to see
Why?
a pattern, and apparently, some players felt the movement was too slow, and you could glitch through walls if you really wanted to. Glitching out? I buy that. Of course, it should be fixed, but the movement speed, I don't think people brought it up during demos back in the day or anything like that. At least not what I remember.
You know what, dude? You know what, dude? You know what I just thought of? I can be so toxic. Like, my initial impression, this guy sounds like somebody that, you know, was not a nice person to me. And because of that, I already like build a resentment or like just feelings of like dislike towards him, and I have no idea who this guy is. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's so toxic. And I think that's a big thing in the community is like I've met so many people that were not nice to me in this community, and so it's like I always like am a dickhead because I'm just like over it and like annoyed. But that's toxic, you know what I mean?
And personally,
shouldn't do
at the
that.
time, I didn't feel like Paperclay needed to be any faster. But they were
Thanks.
right. With that said, there used to be a sprint button, so bringing that back wasn't too much work, and increasing the
Alright, bro.
general speed
I
was
don't
scary.
have one,
but I
bro.
did some
I don't
tests
do
where I
that.
thought
That's
there could be a
shenanigans.
risk of breaking the flow before pushing that patch. The following 2 days also had big patches where I fixed issues of
This game
glitching
looks
through
really
walls
good.
and camera stuff. After watching people play Paperclay on stream,
This game was
I'm
big
now
too.
very aware that there are players out there
This
who
game was
love to break
big.
games over and over. But after those 3 days of important patches, things started to feel good
I
again.
will. I want to
The
watch this
impossible
though
happened.
because this looks.
A negative
I'm, like,
review
actually
was
really
turned
intrigued
into
by
a
this guy.
positive one, and another negative review disappeared. If you
And I
happen
really
to see
like him
this,
talking about it.
thank you. I appreciate that you didn't review and fully move on.
I'm so glad I saw this video. A lot of people saw this video, and it has a lot of likes. And he's not doing anything crazy. He's not taking a bunch of clips from development and piecing them together like a fucking movie and like a hyper edited situation. Not hyper edited necessarily, but like, you know, doing very good quality editing. He's just running through gameplay and explaining like what's been going on. And that's like super dope. That's how I would want to do devlogs, but my thinking is like, oh, people wouldn't want to see this. This is kind of corny. Like, oh, is this entertaining? Like, you know what I mean? But now I'm like, okay, people do actually like want chill devlogs like this too. They don't want the whole quality video of the whole entire process and like movie cinema, whatever, you know?
During all of this, I got so many messages from parents who played the game with their kids and how their kids wanted to play the chicken game, which to be fair would probably be a better name, but it's too late for that now.
I gotta get
If I'm
this
being
game.
totally honest,
I gotta
I
get this
didn't think
game,
the
bro.
game would have such wide age range in the audience. Someone said their 8-year-old daughter finished the game on her own. And then someone more adult than me with responsibilities said he was glad he could pick up and play a level here and there on his Steam Deck. One thing I almost forgot to mention, there was a reviewer. Not sure if I should mention their name, but if you hear this, you know who you are, thank you. But they reported a bug that would have been awful to have on release. All collectibles have a unique ID, and in the Snow Hub, there were 2 collectibles that had the wrong ID, 1 button and 1 orb. If you play...
Dude, I already know this would be... This would be my daughter's favorite game. I can already tell. Because this is very similar to the game, the Yoshi Craft game, which she loves. And that was her favorite game until we lost it. This is very similar to that, but it's also 3D, kind of like Sackboy. And it looks just like Sackboy. It's like a mix of Sackboy and that game, which those are her 2 favorite games. So, dude, she would probably...
the entire level in one go and grab all of them. You don't
sick.
Notice this, but if you grab a few, jump into a linear level and then come back and so on back and forth into the hub as you do, you might notice that 1 orb is missing and 1 button is missing. It's an easy fix so new players won't have this problem, but the game was available for content creators and journalists at this time. I was terrified, but I basically had an open heart surgery on the game. So there's a section of the code that checks if the button ID is in the orb list and the orb ID is in the button list.
Picked up button ID. List of collected orb ID. List of collected button ID. So it's like missing?
I know it doesn't make sense, but if that's and the game, so there's a section of the code that checks if the button ID is in the orb list and the orb ID is in the button list. I know it doesn't make sense, but if that's the case, then it moves them over and it fixes it. I think I honestly was sweating as I was fixing this bug, but it seems to work. I'm extremely proud of Paperclip, especially now that things have landed a little bit and I can relax more. I know a lot of people are waiting for the console version, but those that picked it up on Steam seem to really like the game, and I'm grateful for that community, honestly. And the Switch version is coming along very nice, by the way. And for the future Paperclip, in this case the console version, I wanted to update the key art for the game. You know, the one you see on the store pages? So here's the new version. Personally, I think it's a great fit and suits the tone of the game. I want to be clear that I adored the first artwork, but it was made when the project had been in development for 5 months or so. The tone changed in the next 3 years. And if any animation studios are watching, this is the style I would propose we'd go for if we would make a Paperclip cartoon. I'm just throwing it out there in the world. I mean, there are over 35 characters in the game and they can meet across...
This dude is like fucking smart. This dude's smart. Okay. So Danny Dev and Thin Matrix. I'll just look up Thin Matrix. Are these like devs? Farm game devlog. It's kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. That looks super boring, bro. I'm gonna try Danny. Megabonk is a con.
The creator of Megabonk, secretly the most famous game dev on YouTube. For months, rumors have circulated that Vetinad is actually Danny. Vetinad denies it, but the similarities are hard to ignore. Megabonk...
That's interesting. The Mega Bonk controversy. Yeah, this dude's rich as fuck now. Crazy. Oh, he did
Okay,
one
time to
devlog.
relax with a new game before bed.
He only has 2
Vampire
videos over
Survivors?
200k subs.
I guess
This
we can
is
try it.
crazy. This is what game dev
Game
can
that
do
has
for
the
you.
simple auto
Can
shooting
do,
mechanics
keyword.
and crippling gambling addiction of Vampire Survivors.
So good, dude.
Mixed
It's
in
just
with
so good.
some Risk of Rain 2. You should definitely wish this my game on Steam, by the way. So let's go back to the beginning.
I'm at Vidded.
Okay,
mad.
so to make a game like Vampire Survivors, we need enemies. Lots of enemies. Vampire Survivors is maxed at around 300 enemies, but I want to do thousands of them. So first off, we just make a quick test map with some obstacles. Next up is the enemy, which is just a red bean, but he's a solid and reliable boy. So we're going to program a brain for him to make him a conscious red bean.
This is the type of devlog. Hold on, I'm not even showing it. This is the type of devlog that I'm like, fuck. I could edit all this and make all this. You know what I mean? Like, I've been editing, doing video editing, like, for over 10 years. So I could make all this and make it like this, but it's just, for me, it's so time consuming, bro.
Bean. Okay, we now have red bean following a target, so next up we need to make them follow the player. Alright, what kind of player should we make? Maybe like a cool robot or like a protagonist that's like a half human, half bean. Green bean. Now we can run around the world and the enemies are following me around while avoiding obstacles, but this is only like 30 beans, so let's see how many we can handle. 1,000 beans. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Okay, we had some technical difficulties, but we now have 1,000 beans following the targets. It's definitely impacting the frame rate a little bit, and you can see some weird jittering in between the beans. So I'm going to use my special technique now, delete everything and try again. Idiots. This
That's
time,
crazy.
instead of using pathfinding, let's try physics. Everyone loves physics. Look at these 1,000 beans and tell me you don't love them. You do. So our bean 2.0 will have a rigid body, capsule collider, and a simple brain. Since this brain will be running on thousands of enemies simultaneously, we need to make it very simple. So we're gonna make it literally just move towards the player. Perfect. Alright, let's test it out and see how well it... Okay, we now have a physics-based enemy moving towards the player. For all my technical boys out there, here is how it's optimized. We use a centralized controller to tick every single enemy instead of using the update in every unit. And so with our new system, let's try 3,000 beans. But first, make sure to wish this Mega Bonk on Steam or Mr. Bones will be very angry, and you don't want to make him angry. Okay, time for 3,000 enemies. Here we go. So Unity got nuked, but I've fixed it now and here we have 3,000 enemies. This is running a lot smoother and feels much better than the previous approach, and there's no more weird collisions. Also, I think the coolest thing about this, which is just a happy accident, is how they will stack and create this terrifying mountain of enemies, which happens
so
because of
cool.
the physics. But now you can see the downside to this approach. Walls. Wait, what? While I was working on the enemies, I realized that you can just camp on
This
walls and
guy's
enemies get
actually
stuck.
funny as
How do you
hell.
think I fixed this? Climbed. Yeah, we're gonna climb. And the result is terrifying. It is really simple to code. Basically, if wall, climb. And here's what happened. Haha! I can just hide on this wall. Oh, no. This is super fun, but the unexpected bug is that the enemies started climbing on each other, ayo, and they formed these giant swarms. It's not a bug, it's a feature. This accidentally turned out to be a really fun mechanic, and the beans are approximately 1,000 times scarier now. There is nowhere to run from the beans. Now, since the game is currently just beans running around, let's work a bit on graphics. So let's create the player model. I started with the concept art. I'm not an artist, okay? But trust the process. Now we open up Blender and start modeling the 3D mesh. Don't forget the level 100 cake. Next up, we do the colors and textures. This would probably be easier if I wasn't colorblind.
This is the crazy
so I asked
thing
ChatGPT
about, like,
to
bro,
help me.
like, Unity devs, dude. Yo, what up? What up, Atlantic? Unity devs are built different. They do everything and they're good at everything and they don't mind it and they're doing it, bro. And it's just like, fucking shit. Like that stresses me out. Like it takes me forever to model. Like I can do the modeling, but it takes me forever. It's stressful. Can you play my game and get feedback? Join the Discord and link it in Discord, bro. Join the Discord and link it in Discord.
That looks better.
Let me know when you
Probably.
link it.
Okay, yeah. Finally, we do the animations. Oh, okay, there we go. And by putting it all together, here is the beautiful result. Here is the beautiful result. Now let's throw him off a building. I'm sorry, child. Just know, this hurts me more than it hurts you. Okay, now let's make him look bad. By using a vertex snapping shader by Leaky Fingers, we can get that old school look. Why do I spend so much time and effort making the graphics intentionally look worse? Now, that's a great question. Alright, now let's make a new enemy model. Maybe make a freaky bald head enemy. That's a terrible idea. I'm not gonna add it. I bet you won't. First we make the 3D model in Blender, then we export to Substance Painter and draw the texture. Wait, it's kinda dirty. That's better. Now import it into Unity and create the animations. Done! That was pretty easy and fast to make, no problem. And now, because of Quantum Goober 84, the first and only enemy in my game is this freak. Thanks, man. But I realized a pretty big problem.
Bro.
I made this animation, but it looks kind of weird because the enemy looks bad, but the animation looks very smooth. So I solved this by duplicating the keyframes to prevent the animations from smoothly lerping, and this creates a low FPS style animation, which looks terrible. Perfect. Okay, now let's try running our game again with 3,000 enemies. I'm sure it's gonna run just fine and nothing will go wrong. This is a big problem. My game is running at 0.25 FPS. What does that even mean? Huh? A PowerPoint presentation would look better, goddammit. The problem is that animations in games are expensive because each enemy is a deformable mesh, which means you can do things like this, and this, and this. Wait, no, don't do that. What the hell? Now, this is cool and all, but it's hard on your computer, and your computer is not very happy about it. In fact, your computer is on fire. You should probably do something about that. So instead of using a deformable mesh, we can use a very powerful technique. Baking the animations. No, stop that. Not in the oven. What are you doing? Take it out of the oven. Basically, we take each of the animation frames, save them as meshes, and just cycle through them on the enemy objects. It's kind of like a flipbook animation. It's just an illusion. And finally, with our freshly baked animations straight out of the oven, we can try running the game again with 3,000 enemies. I'm sure everything will go according to plan and nothing will go wrong. The animations. No, stop that. Is not very happy about it. In fact, your computer is on fire. You should probably do something about that. So instead of using a deformable mesh, we can use a very powerful technique. Baking the animations. Okay. No, stop that. Not in the oven. What are you doing? Take it out of the oven. Basically, we take each of the animation frames, save them as meshes, and just cycle through them on the enemy objects. It's kind of like a flipbook animation. It's just an illusion. And finally, with our freshly baked animations straight out of the oven, we can try running the game again with 3,000 enemies. I'm sure everything will go according to plan and nothing will go wrong. Yeah, it's working very well. Why are you surprised? Weirdo? Alright, now we can have thousands of enemies in the game with no problem. So now comes the fun part and the big question on everyone's mind. How many enemies can I add to my game before my computer explodes? 1,000. This is easy. 2,000. No problem. 3,000. The FPS is starting to drop a little bit. Also, what does that smell? 4,000. Oh, it's my computer. It's smoking. 5,000. Okay, now it's burning. I think my computer's burning. 10,000. Yeah, it's definitely burning. Maybe I should get some water or something. 20,000.
All right, bro. That was a good video. Fuck, dude. That was a good video, bro. Like, super good, dude. Really good video and very interesting. He baked the animations, but he didn't bake the animations. He used different keyframes or specific keyframes for the animation or whatever, right? So like I don't understand the baking part. Or is that just what you call that process? I don't know. Can I give feedback? Okay. I mean, I don't really play these games, so I don't know what to say. But at this point, I'm just like running places. And like, why was that there? But I could just like go here. I don't know. I've like never really played an hobby though, so I can't like tell you if it's like good in hobby standards or not. I mean, everything's working, if that's like something. It's cool, I guess. I mean, it's easy to play, you know, it's easy. You're telling me exactly where to go. I think you're doing a good job at that. I think the game itself looks smooth, you know. Oops. Oh, current stage, bet. That's pretty cool. Those buttons are pretty cool. Oh, I just died. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it, bro. It's cool, I guess. It gets very hard. Got you. Well, maybe it works, but maybe people like it. I'm not really the demographic for it, but in terms of it being smooth and easy to understand and play, then it was good at that.
But slideshow for yourself, the free demo is available right now, so go play it and tell me what you think. And also make sure to wish this Megabug on Steam.
Crazy. Crazy devlog, bro. Crazy devlog, bro. Pretty freaking crazy, man. Alright. I'm gonna hop off, though. I'm gonna end right there. But, I will be... I don't know when I'll be on next. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll be on tomorrow. Alright.